What if the problem isn't your job? What if it isn't your relationship? What if it isn't your bank account? What if the reason you feel tired, empty, restless, and dissatisfied has nothing to do with what you think is missing from your life? Because something strange is happening. Human beings today have access to more comfort, entertainment, convenience, and technology than any generation in history. We can talk to someone across the world in seconds. We can order food without leaving our couch. We have endless music, movies, games, and information available at our fingertips. And yet, anxiety is rising, depression is rising, loneliness is rising, burnout is rising. Millions of people wake up every morning with a feeling they struggle to describe. Not sadness, not pain, not even depression, just emptiness. A quiet sense that something is missing, a feeling that life should feel better than this. And tonight, we're going to explore why, because the answer is far deeper than most people realize. Imagine taking a person from 500 years ago and bringing them into the modern world. They would see climate-controlled homes, instant transportation, unlimited food, infinite entertainment, modern medicine. They would probably assume that everyone here is happy. How could they not? From the outside, modern life looks like a paradise. But psychology tells a different story. The human brain wasn't designed for comfort. It wasn't designed for convenience. It wasn't designed for endless stimulation. And that mismatch may be creating one of the biggest psychological crises of our time. The question isn't why some people are unhappy. The real question is, why are so many people unhappy despite having more than ever before? For most of our lives, we're taught a simple formula. Get good grades, get a good job, make money, buy a house, find a partner, build a successful life. Then happiness will arrive. But something strange happens. People reach these goals, and happiness doesn't stay. Maybe there's excitement, maybe relief, maybe pride. But eventually the feeling fades. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. The brain adapts to improvement. Fast. The dream car becomes your normal car. The dream salary becomes your normal salary. The dream relationship becomes your normal relationship. What once felt extraordinary slowly becomes ordinary. And suddenly, you're chasing the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. Believing happiness is waiting just beyond the next achievement. But if achievement doesn't create lasting happiness, why do we keep chasing it? The answer lies deep inside the brain. Thousands of years ago, survival was difficult. Food was uncertain. Danger was everywhere. Resources were limited. The humans who survived weren't the most satisfied. They were the most motivated. The people who constantly looked for more. More food, more safety, more resources, more opportunities. Their brains kept them alive. And eventually, those brains became our brains. This means your mind is naturally focused on what you don't have, not what you do have. It scans for problems, threats, shortcomings, missing pieces. Even when life is objectively good, your brain continues searching, because that's what helped your ancestors survive. The result: many people spend their entire lives solving problems only to discover their minds immediately create new ones. Now imagine placing that ancient brain inside the modern world, a world where stimulation never ends. Every notification, every scroll, every video, every like, every message, every headline triggers dopamine. Dopamine is often misunderstood. It isn't happiness, it's anticipation, it's desire, it's pursuit, it's wanting. And modern technology has become incredibly effective at keeping people wanting, not satisfied, wanting. Because satisfied people stop scrolling, satisfied people stop clicking, satisfied people stop consuming. The modern attention economy profits from your dissatisfaction, and most people don't even realize it's happening. But technology isn't just stealing attention. It may be changing how we experience reality itself. Think about the average day. You wake up, check your phone, watch short videos, read headlines, listen to podcasts, watch YouTube, browse social media. By lunchtime, your brain has consumed more stimulation than previous generations experienced in days. Then something strange happens. Normal life starts feeling dull. A walk feels boring. A conversation feels boring. Reading feels boring. Being alone feels unbearable. Not because these activities changed, your brain changed. The threshold for stimulation keeps rising. And when ordinary life can't meet that threshold, happiness disappears. We're more connected than ever, yet loneliness has become one of the defining experiences of modern life. Why? Because connection and contact are not the same thing. You can have 2,000 followers, hundreds of contacts, dozens of group chats, and still feel completely alone. Human beings evolved in tribes, small communities, face-to-face relationships, shared experiences, shared struggles, shared meaning. The brain interprets belonging differently than social media does. It doesn't count followers. It counts genuine connection, and many people are starving for it. But loneliness isn't the deepest problem. There's something even more important. Meaning. Psychologists have discovered something fascinating. People can endure extraordinary suffering if they believe it has meaning. But even small discomforts become unbearable when life feels meaningless. Many people today have goals, but fewer have purpose. They have careers, but not missions. Entertainment, but not fulfillment. Distraction, but not direction. The result is a subtle emotional emptiness. Not because life lacks activity, but because it lacks significance. And the human mind desperately needs significance. Perhaps no force has damaged happiness more than comparison. For most of human history, people compared themselves to a few dozen neighbors. Today, you compare yourself to millions, the richest, the smartest, the most attractive, the most successful, the most talented, the most fortunate, every day, every hour, every scroll. And comparison creates a dangerous illusion. It makes extraordinary lives appear normal, while making your normal life appear inadequate. No matter how much you achieve, someone online appears to have more. So if comfort isn't enough, success isn't enough, entertainment isn't enough, what actually creates happiness? The truth is that happiness was never supposed to be permanent. No human being stays happy forever. Not because they're failing, because they're human. The people who seem happiest aren't people who eliminated pain. They're people who stopped expecting life to feel good all the time. They learned something powerful. Meaning matters more than pleasure. Connection matters more than status. Presence matters more than achievement. And gratitude matters more than accumulation. The happiest moments of life are often surprisingly ordinary. A conversation, a laugh, a shared meal, a quiet morning, a meaningful goal, a person who understands you. The tragedy of modern life is not that happiness disappeared. It's that many people became too distracted to notice where it actually comes from. Nobody feels happy anymore because modern life accidentally trains us to chase what cannot satisfy us. More stimulation, more comparison, more achievement, more consumption. But happiness was never hiding there. It was hiding in meaning, connection, growth, purpose, presence. The things human beings have needed for thousands of years, the things no algorithm can replace, the things no purchase can deliver, the things that still matter. The question isn't, why am I not happy? The better question is, what have I been taught to chase that was never going to make me happy in the first place? Because the answer to that question might change your life. If this documentary made you think differently about happiness, subscribe for more psychology documentaries exploring the hidden forces shaping human behavior, modern life, and the mind. And tell us in the comments, what do you think is the biggest reason people struggle to feel happy today? Your answer may help someone else feel less alone.